Hi guys, I'm really sorry for not posting for a very long time, but after 94 days I intentionally released my seed. And I say intentional because it was not really a relapse, but because I decided to do it because I was feeling like the pressure was too big and I surpassed my goal multiple times. So I felt like that would be a good cutoff point. And honestly, after, like, in hindsight, I understand that it was not worth it. Just like every retainer will tell you, relapse or intentional release or whatever you want to call it, it's never worth it because it is depleting you. It is killing you. Okay, it is taking away your essence, your life force, your energy. Okay, so I'm on day 70 now, and I felt like I'm ready to make another video because now I'm starting to feel the power coming back to me again. And to answer the question, do you lose all your gains or do you lose like all your benefits? I have to say it depends how you see it, but um, from my personal experience, one release does not really change anything. But what happens next was I started a new streak. Then I decided after roughly 2 weeks that that's enough. I'm gonna make another intentional release. And then I started another streak, and after just one day I relapsed. And I call it a relapse because it was no longer intentional. It was a relapse. And you know what? I actually felt depleted. After that I felt depleted, but at the first time I did not feel depletion. In fact, I felt some kind of relief and also a release of creative energy. So I basically I started to make many reels, many shorts. I had this creative energy in me and it felt good and I did not feel depletion. But as you know, every release eventually feels to another release that is even faster than before. And then eventually you're gonna start feeling depleted. So this is what happened to me, and I can tell you with a certainty it is not worth it. It is not worth it. And I don't care what the cope is, I don't care what the excuse is. Oh, we're all gonna release eventually, and no one can retain forever. That is just cope. Okay, this is just high end bullshit, because there is no reason for releasing unless you are making a baby. There is literally no reason to release your power, to release your life force. It doesn't have any, like, the thing is, like, okay, one time release, okay, whatever, you don't lose your benefits, you don't lose your power, but here's the thing, can you release one time and then start another long streak? If you can, then okay, everything great, you can do it. But the thing is, 99% cannot. When they release, what happens is they start to binge. Maybe not on the same day, maybe not 5 times a day or 3 times a day, but eventually they're gonna release, and it's gonna be much faster than the old streak. So if you retain for 90 days, you're probably gonna release somewhere within 30 days after that. That's what happened to me, and I can tell you it was not worth it. I think you should retain as long as possible, and you should not care what society thinks about you. Because in one of my shorts I said that you should release every 30 days so you can better fit with society, so you can have worldly benefits. But this is cope. Okay, guys, this is cope. You must retain, and fuck society, fuck NPCs, fuck like worldly bullshit, like this energy is just, it is such a great benefit. You should not waste it like it's nothing. Okay, so my advice to you, retain for as long as possible. Retain for as long as possible. I don't care. And if you release, then you should start another streak immediately, and you should not release again uh, within a short time, because you're gonna lose that energy, you're gonna lose the benefits. But the good news is, I feel like right now, after 17 days, I feel like the power is coming back. I feel the strength, the power, the raw aggressiveness, the energy. I feel all of that. It's not quite as strong as 90 days, obviously, but I think if you take retention seriously and you have multiple streaks and you have longer streaks, I don't think you completely lose your energy, and I think you're gonna get there much faster. I don't think I need another 90 days to get back to that old power level. I think it's gonna be much faster. I feel like I have regained almost like 50 to 70% of the old power. So that is the good news, but you also have to understand, like, releasing is never worth it, okay? It's just not worth it, okay? There are only two reasons why you should release. Either with the wife, okay, if you want to create a baby, or you cannot take it anymore, like it's unbearable. And to be honest, yes, it was kind of unbearable for me after 94 days. I felt such intense pressure. But here's the thing: I could have retained longer, but I kind of chose to release. If I chose to retain longer, I would have retained longer. Okay, I would have transmuted that energy. I would have meditated. I would have worked out. I would find a way. Okay, it's possible. If you make the decision to retain longer, you will retain longer. So no excuses here. Okay, guys, no excuses. You need to retain as long as possible, always. Okay, always. There is no reason other than procreating, or if it's really, really unbearable for you, then you might release. But I mean, is it really ever unbearable enough? Because there are guys who have retained for 300 days, 500 days. If they can do it, then you can do it too. Okay, you can do it as well, because you are strong. I know that you are strong, guys. You have that power. You are men. Okay, you have balls and dick. So you are strong, you are powerful. Okay, and you have to make the conscious decision to retain. Okay, so guys, I'm back, and I'm fully committed. I will not relapse like a weak fuck. I will retain, and I will give you bars. I will give you so many bars. I mean, your room will be filled with bars, with gold bars, with golden bars of retention wisdom.